license after getting doing a medical scientist and stuff when I was getting out of the service, and I went back to school, got a BS in digital marketing, bachelor's of science, and then I got my MBA in leadership. So to get moving and try to get that done. I've been doing training KvCORE marketing for a little over 6 years now. My last 2 brokers before I found Amazing EXP, I was the trainer there. And we also offer one-on-one help if you need any KvCORE setup help. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, so we do have, every month I do a class at Envision Title here, where it's a 2-day class. We talk all about marketing and KvCORE and how to use it. So if you're ever in the San Antonio area, we'd love to have you. And then of course we also, being my master's in digital marketing and all that, we can set you up with ads, with leads, whatever you need to do. So whatever you need. But that's it. We're not going to waste all your time talking about that or anything too much. We're going to jump right into the KvCORE and training so you guys can get the most out of your hour, and hopefully we'll try to have a little time after we can answer questions, and we'll do our best and try to get through everything. So if you're in your KvCORE, yep. Sweet, thanks Terry. All right, so when you're in your KvCORE here, if you're in the 3 lines in the top left, if you click on those, it'll expand your dashboard, and we're going to be on the dashboard, just so you know where to start correctly. In the top right, it has your name. If you go ahead and click on your name in the top right and go to My Profile. All right, so once you first click on your name and go down to My Profile, you're going to hit Edit Profile, and this is where you can start to market yourself as an express offer person, set yourself up apart from other people, and do things like that so you're good to go. So as you can see here, it has you different positions. So if you are the cash offer king, if anything like that you want to put, you can name yourself as a position. I have affiliate broker, of course. You can do anything like that if you want to tie it into your express offers. The other thing you can do here is you can have your lender. If you have a lender that's in the EXP backend kind of KvCORE, lenders do not have to pay to be in there. So if you have a favorite lender, put them in there. And if you don't know how to put them in the bottom right, you just click on the chat button, and then you just go here at the bottom and say send us a message, and then ask a question and say how do I add a lender, and they'll send you a link where you add the lender in. And what that does is if you have a lender who's like I use a broker, they're very friendly to express offers and 1099 and I-10 and foreign nationals and everything like that here in Texas. So when I get a lead, Manny Yakian with Next Mortgage, he also gets a copy of the lead because he's here. So we have a campaign set up. So when my leads come in, he gets a copy of the lead, I get the lead, and we both convert the lead together. So it gives you an extra touch, an extra way to make it work, makes it a lot better for your conversion rates. So you get a lot better way that way. So it's very important to go through and finish all of your profile, because everything you do here in your profile shows up on your website. Okay, we can't stress this enough. Make sure you take the time to do it. Put all your links, because what are people thinking now? If someone says, oh, I want to do a cash offer on my home, I want to do this or that. Now they're thinking, oh, let me check you out. Let me check your rating. Let me check your Google My Business page. Let's see if you have a good website, because they're not going to want to work with people usually who aren't professional. So this lets you stand apart from other agents by being professional. And under your name at the top here, where it says Soldier Scientist on mine, you can give yourself a role. Call it whatever you want. You can do listing buying specialist, cash offer king, anything. So we know what express offers mean, but the usual person, or say regular humans who aren't realtors in EXP don't. So you don't want to say like express offer master, because most people won't know what that means outside of EXP too much. So try to make it very useful, where you're going to use words I say for the common person. It's kind of sad, but in marketing, if you use anything above a 7th grade level, you lose about 80% of the people you talk to. So you want to keep it very simple, very easy to be understood at a very low 7th to 8th grade level. And then you're going to get a lot of return. Yes.
for that name, for the realtor logo, for the realtor acknowledgement and show. I would encourage you to use it, and then you can call yourself whatever you want.
Sweet. All right, and the other thing you want to do here is if you speak a different language, it's going to talk about languages. Make sure you put your language. So if someone says, like I'm in San Antonio, Texas, if they look, I speak Laotian and Thai, so if they ask for a Thai-speaking agent in Texas, they can find me. And then I'll pop up on Google that way, and I'll be one of the first people they can find. And then, of course, make sure you have your bio in there, and then make sure you have your signature block in there as well. And by doing that, again, you stand out, so it's not just sitting there open and people don't see it. So this would be something you would just work on yourself when you have time. You'd go into your profile, you'd clean it up, you'd make sure it's good, because this feeds directly to your website. And that's all I want to say about your profile, so we can get into some other good stuff. So here now, when you click on those 3 lines again, it opens up your dashboard in the top left. You're going to click on Web in IDX. None of the drop downs, just Web in IDX. And it's going to open up a form here like this, your other section. And now to the right, it says Website Content, which is to the right of your picture if you have one. And it says Service Area in SEO. So a lot of people have 0 there, or only 5 or 6. You want to have all your service areas. I'll show you in a second why. So what you're going to do when it has your service area in SEO, you're going to go to the right and you're going to click View Edit. And then once you click View Edit, it's going to open up. And if you have 0 here at the green button, mine says Remove All because I have them there. If you already have service areas, you're going to hit Add All, and then you're going to click that little wheel underneath it. This is the refresh wheel, and that's going to refresh your page. And then you're going to see all your service areas in there. The reason this is important, if you go to your website, at the bottom of your website, it says Areas We Cover. So if somebody says, I need a cash, I live in Boerne, Texas. If they say, I need a cash offer in Boerne, Texas, if I don't have this area in here as one of my areas I cover, they won't find my website for looking at things like that, because that's a SEO or a search engine optimization and a keyword. You want to tie those into your website. And then if you click on this, KvCORE automatically opens up to this page where it shows the most popular home, the most expensive, and the least expensive. So this shows the client already that you know what is out there, even though they do it for you, it shows you in there. And it has a breakdown of the state, like Boerne City, I mean, and the county. And then it shows you the market health in Boerne of what's happening right now here in Boerne, Texas. So this lets clients give a really good overview. So if you're talking to someone, you can just say, let me send you a snapshot. If they wanted to buy or sell a home in Boerne, you can say, let me send you a quick snapshot of the Boerne market. And then boom, you come here, you grab this URL and you just send it to them. And then they have that snapshot. Now right here, this would be more of what you guys are looking for in the express offers, is the least expensive home in Boerne is $230,000. So that's very inexpensive. Right now, the average home price in Boerne is about $700,000. So this is a really cheap home for Boerne. So if you click on this little search button in the top, it opens up this home, but it turns it into a single property squeeze page. So this would be a really good investment property for somebody, and it's on a half acre as well. Well, that's really good in Boerne. I'm gonna go buy it myself. Yep. So this would be a really good property in Boerne where somebody could get it easy on a half acre, very inexpensive, and you could put it in there, and then you could have it as a rental or an investment property if you were in the Boerne, Texas area. It's a really good opportunity to show your clients. And if they wanted to know an example of a good opportunity, you would just come up here to the top, grab this URL, text them or email them that URL, and then this is what opens. It shows your agent. This doesn't hide from the listing agent. It shows a listing agent. So you're not stealing their listing or anything. You're giving them permission, right here. You give them a shout out. But at the same time, if they look at 3 or 4 pictures, it makes them log in. So this is a really good way when you look at it to get leads without even having to worry about it. You just send someone a link, or you could put it on your social media and say, would you like to get the best opportunity in Boerne, Texas right now for investors? And then you would drop that link in there right here, and then you would just put it in there, and I'll show you in a minute how to do that when we start getting into more actually hands-on. So that's why you're going to load up. Definitely.
You can actually drop that link in your submissions as well.
Okay, sweet.
Where you can upload MLS links, and it'll take a link like that as well. So you could always upload that link in your actual property submissions.
I didn't even know that. Awesome. That's great. Thank you, Terry. That's awesome. Yeah. So once you also have your service areas loaded up and you're ready to go, you want to add your keywords and your page text in there. So what this is, I'll show you real quick an example. Let me grab it from my KvCORE here. So in my Google Drive, I'll grab the keywords and page text list, and I'll put these in a document. I'll send these to Terry, so she can share it with all you guys. I think I should have had it open already. No, that's all right. Here it is. So for keywords and page text, these have the investor ones, the express offer. All these are included in here. We sell homes, sell my home fast, stop foreclosure. All these are part of your keywords. So you would highlight that whole list of keywords and you would put them here in the keyword spot. And then your page text is right, your page text, which is right here. You know, you would add more to that page text when you put it in there. Right now I have it very basic, like helping you make your home buying process come true. I do a lot of new construction, so I talk about that. And then you would talk about, you know, we can get you out of foreclosure, we can do instant offers, cash offers available, all those different things that are there, you would be able to add those to your page text. And what that does when you put them in there, those act as keyword and part of your search engine optimization score when they're in there in the back end. So if somebody says, like right here, how to, anything, all these different ones, like I need help, foreclosure help, how to get out of foreclosure, I want to sell my home for cash, all those keywords are there. So everything in there is set up in your system, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, if you want to work a certain zip code, the only thing that isn't in the KvCORE when you load up your MLS areas like that, it doesn't show particular zip codes. It just has names of areas and subdivisions. So you want to go ahead and put in your zip codes. These are a couple of zip codes I do a lot of work in, so I added them separately. And the way you do that, you go to the top and you click add, and then you just put in there zip code. And I know someone just asked about a recording. We are recording it, yes. And then you're going to be good to go. Okay, so that's the basic there, some very simple things. Let me jump to my next thing to show you guys. We are now going to, all right. So the next thing I want to show you real quick is if you go, another way to kind of set yourself apart, if you go to this website, which is called Unsplashed or Unsplash, I know you guys already have for Express Offers, they give you a lot of really good marketing material. For example, here is, I know I have it open, this is an Express Offer PowerPoint that you have already for Express, and you see it already has pictures and things like that, and that's good. We're going to talk about building ads in a minute and getting into that. But once we talk about how to set yourself apart as an agent, you want to go to Unsplash, because what this does, reopen my website real quick, it shows a different picture on the back end of your website every time you log in. So this is where you can set yourself apart from other realtors, other agents, where you can go through and every time someone comes to your website, it can show something your personality. Like I'm a biologist, so I have a lot of, you know, nature pictures. I have some military pictures. I have a bunch of different things. Some of the city in the area around here, so you can do that. So all you do is when you're in Unsplash, you would go to the search here, and I'm in San Antonio, for example. So I would search San Antonio or something like that. The first two rows are paid. You don't want to play with the first two rows. You skip past those. Like this is a great picture of the Riverwalk here in San Antonio. I would just download it. You want to make sure it has that down arrow in the bottom right. That's how you know it's a free picture. And then once you download it, it's going to ask you where you want to download. Let me just drop it in my downloads. And then once you get it in there and you're downloaded and you're good, then you just go to your KvCORE. And then again, if it's all closed in, you click on the three lines to open it. Then you go to Web and IDX, and then next to your name, it's going to say Edit Settings. And you can click right there for Edit Settings, and then once it opens up, all you're going to do is scroll down here until you see the images. Right underneath the image, it says Upload Your Own Image. Okay, so the pictures were on Unsplash, is the name of the website, unsplash.com. Yep. And then all you're going to do when you grab a picture that you like, again, I'll jump back to the same way to show you again. You're going to go to Web and IDX, click Web and IDX, and then next to your name, it says Edit Settings. You'll click Edit Settings. And then once you click Edit Settings, you'll just scroll down a little bit. Right under all the pictures that are there, it's going to show right here to upload your own image. and you're going to go ahead and click on that, and then I'm going to grab the picture that I just downloaded in my downloads file, which is right here. And then when that picture pops up, I'm going to go to this edit button at the bottom middle. There's 3 buttons. There's a trash, an edit, and an upload. I'm going to go to edit, and then I'm going to change the background to make sure it's the area that I want, and then I'm going to hit confirm. And it's that simple. And then you just hit the up arrow for upload, and then that picture now becomes part of my background on my website. So this is a really good, easy way to set yourself apart from other agents. You can upload 18 to 20 pictures a day. After you do that, you need to wait a day or 2 for the system to cache the data. And then you can come back and upload another 18 to 20, etc. And you can keep going that way. Okay? So those 3 basic things, if you do that, that will set you up so that you have a basic, so people looking at your pictures, it looks good, it looks clean, and then you're going to see that real quick and very easy, ready to go. So that's just a very basic setup. Now we're going to get into some more of the good stuff. All right, the next thing we want you to do is go to marketing and then smart campaigns here. And then what it is, if you have no campaigns in here yet, you should have 5 or 6 campaigns. I'm just going to show you them real quick, how to throw them in. And you do have a campaign already in here from Express Offers. And I'll show you how to look at that and see. So when you're in the campaign, again, marketing smart campaigns, you're going to click KvCORE Library at the top, one of the 3 buttons at the top. And then once you go here to KvCORE Library, you're going to look for a couple different ones, different campaigns. The first one you want, it says default closed, and it's number 8 on the right side, and you go to the far right and click add to my library. So you want to add default closed, and then you're going to go down and find default homeowner sphere, and you're going to add that one to your library. Then you're going to add default new lead buyer, default new lead seller. Those 3 are right in a row. 1, 2, 3. You're going to add those 3. And then the second to the last one is your open house. And you're going to click on that one. So again, default closed, default homeowner sphere, default new lead buyer, default new lead seller, and open house. Those are all the campaigns you need with the Express Offer one that's already there. And then you'll go ahead and be able to click in that. Now to turn them on, you'll go back to the top and click on the My Campaign tab when you do that. And then you're going to find the campaign. For an example, I'll jump back to Express Offers because I have quite a few. So here it is, the Express Offer campaign right here. So this is if you're paying for Express Offer leads on the Making It Rain program. You can use this campaign. It'll automatically start when that comes in. Like it says, it's built for Making It Rain. So if you have Express Offer leads coming in, this is how you can do it. So all I did was I found the campaign, and then once I found the campaign, I clicked on the name of it, and then I'm going to go through, and you can check every day to see what the message coming out is. And then you can kind of see that these are the different messages. Here's what comes out and what you can talk to them. Now if you want to change this one you can't change it. So we're going to show you how to build a different one where you could copy and paste this and change the message, because this is a really good generic basic one if you're just doing random fishing. So we're going to talk in a minute about different type of clients and how you want to do more specific fishing. When you're a fisherman, if you want to just throw a net in the water, you can. This is what this campaign is for. If you just throw a net in the water and you get 100,000 fish, this is going to go through and convert them. The other thing you have to remember is on the far right side where it has this blue button. If you click on this button and turn it on, that turns your campaign on and off. So if the campaign, like I'm not using paid Express ads right now, so I don't have it turned on, but I'm using different other ones that pop up. So depending on what I want to do and what I want to open, you want to turn those campaigns on. So the ones that we just added, the default close, default homeowner sphere, new lead buyer, new lead seller, and the open house and the Express Offers, you want those 6 turned on so that you have them ready to go. And that way, whenever any client comes into your KvCORE, they're automatically being talked to. So even if you're showing homes or anything like that, you don't lose them. You still have that opportunity to get back. And then you can knock that out that way. All right, let me jump to the important. Okay, so that's a basic setup. Now we have your basic setup done. So let me jump to the next thing real quick. Okay, now I know you guys are all you're all doing Express Offers and things like that. Now when you do an Express Offer, of course, I'm not going to get into because you already know what it is, you're all certified. You're giving an opportunity for people to sell their home for cash value or profit or get things out of that. So I'm going to share this sheet with everybody. I uploaded into the files. So this just gives you a quick idea. If you talk to a client and run a quick CMA and say their home is worth $500,000 and they need $330,000 in repairs, and your client wants to do a 70% ARV, then right there it's $320,000 is what your client can expect to get from that home. Now a lot of people these days are doing 80% ARV, and that changes the number. So this kind of gives you an idea when you're running numbers, and we start building campaigns right now, we start talking about that. You want to know, like, what am I going to click? What do I need to do? You know, why would I sell for a loss? So in marketing, we're going to talk a second about marketing and business. So in marketing, you need to think, what's your value proposition? What pain or issue would people have to walk away from $130,000 of value on a home, and then they would otherwise sell it for $500,000? So I know we're not have too much time to talk totally about marketing and mindset and everything. But when you're talking to express offer leads and people who are looking to sell their home for foreclosures, divorce, all that, I'll show you a list in a minute that goes over some other ones. You want to look at pain points and things like that. Some people call it pain points. Some people call it touch points. Whatever you want to think about like that, you need to have a reason, and you have to have your value proposition of why you would have this. Why would you let somebody sell their home for this? What reason would they have to do that? So then we're going to show you an example. So right here, if you're looking at different life-changing events, like if someone went through a divorce, they may not have time to put on the market normally. They have to get rid of it quick. Exactly, convenience. I love that, Terry. Exactly. Yes. So convenience, so that's one of the huge pain points. Thank you for that. That's a great one. So if you have an opportunity to sell so quick and easy, so for example, if I was getting a divorce, I don't need to worry about getting through all that. Like Terry just mentioned, convenience is amazing. So then all you have to do is be like, boom, we can get rid of it. 2 weeks later, we close. You're good. Your wife or husband can walk away with your income. You walk away with the rest. Everyone's happy. That would be a big thing for divorce. So when we do the training and we talk about leads and how to build campaigns, we're going to show you in a minute, you want to look at your different type of client that you want to pick and that you would think would be best. So I gave you some different life-changing events that people would need to sell their home quickly for, and some other things that happen in people's lives that might want them to sell. I know a lot of people here, and a lot of people do have a lot of equity now too. That's exactly right. So a lot of people have different pain points and different things they need or they want to touch upon in order to go through and do these. So I'm just going to, for example, we'll say, I don't know, for death, for example. And then what pain points or issues with someone who had someone pass away? I know that we talked about convenience. That was a great one. I know I spelled it really bad. And then the other one would be, not just needing, all the family members need money. You could move on with the grieving process and anything. So you just want to keep thinking about things like that. And then, yes, so also the equity in the property. I love that one. So equity in property. So once you start thinking about the type of client that you want to work with, if you want to work with people who've passed away and you want to get into that and you want to think, okay, what can I offer them? What is my value proposition to make them walk away from that kind of interest? Because remember, we showed you this form. If I have a $500,000 home, what the heck am I going to walk away and lose $130,000? You might say, there's no way. You're crazy, Andrew. You're full of shit. And I'd be like, sorry, you're full of crap. I'd be like, no, this is how it is. And then you have these opportunities. So these would be your pain points or your messages that would come through on two different things. You would use this for your message in your advertising, and you would also use this for your message in your campaigns. So what I mean by campaigns, if we're in the KvCORE, each day, like let me jump back to the express offer, for example. When you open a campaign, each day in a campaign is called a template, okay? So you need to think, each day is a template. This is how you're going to go through. Now, most clients or most leads that you get need 5 to 10 touches before they're active and are ready to talk to you. Because they're going to click on your ad, they're going to say yes, maybe, etc., etc. And then once they do that and they click on your ad and they think about it, you're going to need to gently touch them for a week or so usually, or call them unless they're really motivated, which is great. And once I show you landing and squeeze pages in a moment, you're going to get more motivated clients who are ready to do that and more people to get opportunities that way. So the main thing to remember is this: every message we just put in here for our pain point, let me jump back to the right spot. Each one of these is called a template. So each day is a template, okay? So what we're going to do when you build a campaign, you would start, get the right page. Like for example, convenience would be our first. Someone just passed away, right? And then your message might be like, it would be a text message, would be the first one that would go out. It would go out immediately, and it would be named "Sorry for your loss," or anything like that. And then you would talk about, you would mention, I'm sorry for your loss. Sorry for your loss. We are here to support you. And then you would talk, da 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 da, support you in this situation. And then you would touch upon your convenience value proposition. You could say, we are here to offer you, if you thought about, the convenience sometimes, whatever you want to phrase it, it's very easy and convenient to get a cash offer on the home and move forward in the grieving process, anything like that. So whatever you want to do, you have to kind of think about how you want to do the message and how you want to do it. And then each client would be a different message. Okay, so you would build the whole message out. The first one would be convenience. The second one would be, talk about, the next one might be an email. And it might go out on, day 2. And then it might say, get the equity you have, etc. If I spelled it right. Get the equity in the home. And then all that would kind of get out there. Please. Now remember, what we're doing here, you're exactly right, Terry. So what we're doing here is we're building ads to hook them, okay? You're putting an ad out there, something so when they see it, they click, they go in your system, and then you're going to have those conversations that Terry's talking about. Because I'm not saying we're going to give you 100%. I'm not saying we're going to give you 70. These are messages when they come in so that it starts a conversation with you. That's what KvCORE does. KvCORE converts clients, like Terry's saying, people when you get them, it comes in and it changes them. I call them from opportunities to customers to clients. So this creates opportunities for you to talk to people, to turn them into customers, and then that converts them over to clients. So that's the reason you would build a campaign like this. So when you're out there doing your advertising, you're going to pull people in as customers, or opportunities, and then once you talk to them and convert them over, now they're going to be customers, and then once they're ready to work with you, you turn them into clients. So that's what the whole point, but that's exactly right. You don't say, hey, we're going to help you sell your home instantly and get you 100% value, etc. This is just a conversation starter with the client so that you can get them into clients, because there's millions and millions of opportunities. There's billions of people out there. They're all opportunities. We need to turn them into customers so that they can become clients for us. So that's where I want your guys' mindset to think like that. That's a good point. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, so they're great. So once you build through your templates, I don't want to spend too much time on this. You would go through and you'd build out your pain points or your value proposition, and then you would build your templates. And then once you have that built, you would go right here where it says add at the top where it says template, and then you would add the template in there. Like the first one was a text template, and the name of it was, sorry for your loss. And then, then you're going to put your message in there. And then you'd have it all written out nice, and then it would be in there. Now, once you add all your templates, you write the templates out, you add them in there. Once you add them in there, you're going to go to add campaign. And then you would go through, don't worry about any of this. Just hit next. And then it's going to be probably for a seller. Oh, I got to have no start trigger. And then once you hit next, it should be for a seller, not a buyer usually. And then you'd hit next, and then you would name it, like passed away campaign or anything, death campaign. Then you would talk about people who were looking to sell their home after a family member's died, and then you would go through. We'll just call it death, so we can jump to the next to show us don't spend too much time on it. And then we'll go through, and then once you have it in here, and once you build it, it's going to be here. And then you just click on the name of it. And once you click on the name, it's going to open up. And you notice I have no days yet because we haven't added the templates. So then you just add the action. And the first thing was a text message. And you would write in the death or, first, sorry for your loss. I call mine test just so it's not taking up. And then you'd put the same name here. And then you're going to run from agent here. And then it would run immediately. And then you would save it. And that's it. You just go through and you'd build your campaign out. The next one, you would add an email, and you'd go through, et cetera, and you'd go through and build out the campaign. And then you could go through and do the whole thing. And that's how you would easily build a campaign and get that part of it done. Let me jump over to the next thing. Okay, so that's the campaign quickly. We talked about the life-changing events. Perfect. All right, let's look at the other thing now. All right, so the next thing we want to cover real quick. If you're in your KvCORE, and you're thinking like, okay, I need to get a list of homes or something for people to start, an easy way to start grabbing people who are looking for deals, if you want to work with some new investors or people who might look to sell for clicking on your ads. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to lead engine on the left. Again, if you're all squeezed in, you're going to click on the 3 lines to expand your dashboard in the top left. And you're going to go to lead engine, build squeeze page, and click lead engine, build squeeze page. Okay. And then once you have your lead engine and you're building your squeeze page, for this type of ad, we're looking like for foreclosures, fixer-uppers, things like that. I like to click draw on map because you want to get a whole area out here. And then once you draw it on the map, I'm going to open up the whole map. And then I'm going to see right here at the top, it says draw area. And then you just click, it turns your cursor to a plus. You click once, let it go, and then you move around and draw the area. I drew all of San Antonio, a huge area. Now you'll see in a minute why we do it, and then I'm going to apply that selection. Now for the style, I don't care. I want all type of homes. I don't care about price or bed or bath. The options is the big thing I want. So if I go to options and go to fixer uppers, right here it's going to only show fixer up homes now. And then for my source right here, let's just, to keep it easy, I'll say Facebook. And then the hashtag is a label your clients would be labeled. So my label might say fixer upper. So I know that this is a label that comes in when everyone who comes in, they clicked on this squeeze page and I caught them this way. And then on your Facebook cover photo, you would just click the first drop down. Now I like to leave it set for 2. They can look at 2 properties, then they have to sign in, and then I'm just going to generate that link. Now the direct link and the short link are the exact same link. Don't get overwhelmed by that. Just use the short link, and then all I do is copy that short link, and I'm just going to show you an example of what it looks like, and then you can put this link in different places. And I'm just pasting it now into a new tab, so you can just see what the short link looks like. So right now in my area, people that have said they have fixer-uppers in the area that need work and need help, I have 178 homes right now that I have opportunities right now that are considered fixer-upper. And you can see. So if you have a client that says, hey, I want a list of homes that could be fixer-uppers, anything like that, I now have a list of 178 homes. Now I do know most people want off MLS homes and off property, but this is this is a conversation starter to get them pulled into being a client for you. Because most people don't want MLS homes because they're there for a reason and things like that. Now what you can do with this to get leads, if you go like we clicked Facebook, for example, I'll just show you real quick. You can take that same direct link that you just took and you can go to your Facebook and you'd want to go to your business page. Well, Facebook just changed their term to service where you're not supposed to post on your business. So it's really annoying, but they're still letting us for now. And then we'll get to all that when we get there. And then once you paste the link in your business page, as you can see here, you paste that short link or the direct link. It builds you a preview of the homes. And then you would highlight the whole link all at once, not letter by letter. And then you're going to delete that preview. And then right here, then you can have this link. So this multi-property squeeze page is still right here. And you can see this is a trash looking home with a broken side. This is a great picture that I want if I was looking for investors. So then I can do something like, are you looking for a fixer-upper? And then you can say something like, here is a free list of the most popular homes on the market that need help.
And this is, of course, after you've submitted it to Express Office, right?
Well, this would be just to grab clients. Okay, so this would be, yeah, you're not submitting anything through this. This is just to get clients, okay? That's a good point. So this would not be, you're not advertising a certain house, okay? So we're not going to be, you're not advertised like Terry's saying. You'd have to, yeah, don't think Andrew told me to do it right now. Make sure these things are being done correctly, submitting into express offers and stuff. Good point, Terry. Thank you. Exactly. So this is a way for, if you have people you could bring into the express offers program, you could get more opportunities, get more clients. Because when people see this, if I have a fixer-upper and I want to sell it, they're going to click on this link as well. And they're going to say, ooh.
Absolutely. I just want to make sure it's clear. We're clear for the agents. You've got basically a checkbook in your back pocket. So
Exactly.
submit the properties to Express Offers first, and then, of course, or in tandem.
Yep. So this is a way to capture new clients and also people who want to sell. And then like Terry said, you would take these opportunities, again, like we talk about, they're now opportunities, you take them, put them in there, and then you knock this out. Now this also, that someone just asked, Terrence, this might bring somebody who's looking to buy these properties, and that's fine, because you have properties in express offers that are there that you can choose from as well. So this would get you buyers and sellers at the same time. And then you would share this out to different Facebook groups. Guys, that's where you're going to get your leads, just so you know. Posting on your own page, nobody really cares. Everybody knows your realtors, your friends know your realtors. You have to get over that, just so you know. So the way you want to go is when you have here, you'd want to share it from here to the groups. Now, if you're not part of groups on the left, you would click groups and you would join different groups that have investors. And I would highly recommend creating your own group that says, are you looking to get a cash offer? And you can call your Facebook group Cash Offer Homes. And then put homes from express offers that are already in the system, put them in there in that Facebook group. So people come, click, like Terry said, it's an easy paycheck. People are coming, clicking, dropping on your group, knocking it out. And that's a very easy way. And I don't even think they have a Cash Offer Homes in San Antonio in our area here for Facebook. So if not, that's a really easy group name. And then all you would do, I'm just searching right now to see if they do. If not, I'm going to make one myself, heck. And then you can see. Exactly.
Our platform. I know Terrence Clark is in the audience, and Terrence killing it right now. One of the investors that he introduced to Express Offers is buying up a truckload of properties, and Terrence is getting mailbox money like there is no tomorrow. So Express Offers affords agents an additional revenue stream if you know how to work it. And
Yep.
again, we talked
No.
about that in training, and I don't want to steal your thunder, Andrew. This is a completely different subject, but don't serve up properties to investors who reach out to you on Facebook. Reach out to the investor, talk to them about express offers, and introduce them to the platform. That's where your money's going to live.
Correct. Exactly. So the thing I'm showing you now, guys, I see there's a Cash Offer Homes in San Antonio, and there's only 5 members. And there's only a price. So there's no one. So if you were in the San Antonio, Texas, you would definitely want to make a Facebook group about Cash Offer Homes, because then you could put those homes and you could get in, like Terry said. This is a way to get people to join, and then you have that paycheck. Like Terrence was saying, you have the money coming in. It's a good way that someone who owns a fixer-upper sees this, might want to reach out, and then you can upload that into Cash Offer Homes. There's so many different ways you can use it. Okay, so this is a good way to pull it, and another one to grab it and pull it in. Now, Kathy was asking about getting people to join the groups. So Kathy, when you create a group, like right here I have San Antonio, there was no groups for land in San Antonio. So then you can go here and you can invite people into groups. But you don't have to have anyone joining your groups. Like people right near, see, look, and boom, right here, he's just coming into my group. He's not a member of the group, but he can post. So remember, your groups are public on Facebook over the whole United States. So if you guys make a group, Cash Offer Homes, anything like that, like you were saying in the comments, you're going to easily pull people in, to grab to become more, like you said, other homes, you put them into the system, or if they're investors, you take those investors and also add them to the express offer system, as now they have other buyers so you can make more money. Okay. And then Mary, you're asking how to attract sellers. We're going to do that right now. Good question. All right. So then we're going to show you. So that's how you would do a multi-property squeeze page to show how to get them. And you can also look right here and get a list of foreclosures as well. Those are probably the two best options for this multi-property, is current foreclosures and fixer-uppers. Now for Mary's question asking about how to attract sellers, this is where you go to your landing page. So you go lead engine, build landing page. And then right here, where it says lead engine in the top left, where you have different options, you're going to go to address capture. Okay, this is a spot right here, address capture. And then for the hashtag, I would put express offer seller, because you know that these are express offer sellers. And then for the background, you want to look for something that would be more touching upon the type of client you're looking for. So right here, like renovation, this is a good picture for express offers. Home buyers, reduced, reduced isn't as good. Sorry, I don't really like that one. Construction, income property is a good one. Foreclosure, if you're looking for foreclosure properties, I'm just going to leave it at renovation. Or if you have a really ugly property that you want to put in there, you can go to the bottom and click custom background or primary MLS image, and you can add the MLS number, and then that property picture will be in there as well. I'm just going to leave it as renovation to keep it simple. And then when it pops up here, this is where you're going to do your message, okay? So then what message would you do? I see people have their hands up. What message would you do to get people? So again, express offers, you're asking cash offers. You're getting people who want to sell their house. So I like to say something like, would you sell your home? Or cash offer ready for your home? Would you sell your home for the right price? Anything like that. Cash offer ready for your home. Or anything simple. You'd want to talk, you'd want to think how you want to market it, what client you're looking for. That's why you would build on that other sheet your pain points, so you know who to talk to and how to talk about that. And then I would say something like, would you sell your home for the right price? And then of course you'd want to spell it correctly. Another thing, when you do this, you got to be careful not to double click. If you double click anywhere, it's gonna vanish, and then you can't bring it back, and you have to start over. All right, and then you want to only do 2 small bullets underneath. You don't want to do 4 bullets because it's too much. And then I would say cash offer to your mailbox within 24 hours or something like that. If you want to say longer than that, you can. If you want to I always say, don't offer too much, under offer, overachieve, whatever you want to kind of look like that. And then you'd have free cash offer to your mailbox, and you can say, most homes can close within 2 weeks. If it's a cash offer, you could close 2 weeks pretty easy, or less, or anything. And the reason you say most, because not all homes could close in 2 weeks, of course. And then you would double click the bottom checks to get rid of it, and that would be it. And then of course you'd spell your correctly, not like me. I'm a slightly dyslexic, so it jumps on me sometimes. Yep, so cash offer for your home, and then would you sell your home for the right price? And then you would do the cash offer, and this would be it. And then you hit save, and then when you hit OK, this is an example of something very simple. Or your message could be, are you going through a foreclosure? Get a cash offer on your home today, or within 24 hours. Or you could say something, are you going through a divorce? Cash offers are ready for your home. Would you sell your home for the right price? Any marketing like that you want to touch upon, anything like that will work. Okay, and this can be knocked out, and you can show this. And then what you do when you have it, you can go to the top left again, and then you can share this for any of the places you want to. So I'm going to go to Pinterest. I click on Pinterest, and then boom, once it pops up in Pinterest, if there's not a board that you have, so I'm going to create a new board, and I'm going to call it Cash Offers for Homes. And there it is. And now people who go to Pinterest and search for cash offers for homes, they're going to see this, and then they're going to see, and then I'm going to create that board, and that's it. Now my squeeze page is part of Pinterest, And now it's right there. It's done, already done. And that's what they're going to see when they click on it. So it's that easy to share your squeeze page out to your landing page, to other places. Now all they do when they get it, they're going to click on your address, of course, or they're going to start to put an address in like 123 Main Street. Now that's a good question. Remember, Kathy, we're offering a cash offer because it's not going to be the value probably of what they could get if they put on the market. So remember, that's why we showed the Excel sheet. So for example, I know I'm using 80% ARV, but it could not be 70, it could be 50, it could be anything. If they have a $500,000 home, I know that I could get I have people in the express offers, they would definitely offer $320,000 for a $500,000 home. Your client doesn't have to agree to it, but it's right there. Remember, this is to hook people, guys, okay? We're hooking. This is marketing. You're hooking them, getting them in the system, and just starting conversations. This is to get opportunities, okay? So with opportunities, it pulls opportunities over into customers, and then you have to turn them into clients. This is just a doorway to open up the door, all right? So this is really good. And so you're asking about boosting, okay? Don't boost this ad. You're wasting, this is my opinion, but I think it's being a marketer. When you boost an ad on Facebook, you're pulling people for traffic to your ad, okay? You're not boosting ads and making money. Let me see. So don't worry about not being able to deliver. If you're, like I know Terry would show you, if you're in the cash offer, in the express offer program, you guys have dozens of investors ready to put offers all over across the United States. They will definitely be able to give a cash offer. You don't even need to worry about that, okay? So don't worry about that. You'd be great. Let me share real quick one other thing. And you're asking about what about boosting and things like that. So if you were going to think about boosting, don't boost. I know it sounds silly because you're not going to get traffic. If you want, there's two ways you can pay. You can pay for making it rain through KvCORE, and you'll get some express offer, cash offer leads that way. And they've gotten better. They were kind of sucky before. Sorry, they were, but now they're better. If you want to do a real ad, we don't have as much time today because I want to have time to answer questions. If you want to do a real ad, you want to go to your Facebook and go to Ads Manager. If you don't see it, you're going to see more or more. Right here, it'll say see more, and you click it, and then you scroll down to Ads Manager. And then once you open Ads Manager, that's where you build a correct ad. And it's just loading right now, so I can just show you what it looks like so you know you're in the right spot. So it's adsmanager.facebook.com. And then once you're in there, you have to have a business page to run an ad. That's why you need a business page. And let me jump over to my correct account. And then you would build an ad. Me and Facebook argue a lot, so I have different accounts. And then once you build an ad that's correct, your ad, you would pay $20 a day or whatever you want to pay. The average is about $20 a day for 30 days. And out of that, if you run a good ad, you're going to have a built-in landing page in your Facebook ad. And then that landing page is going to be connected to a squeeze page. I don't want to get too complicated, but your landing page will be connected to a squeeze page in the Facebook landing pages. And then what that would look like when they click on your landing page and they say, yes, I want to get a direct cash offer for my home. I'm going to just open your website. In the website at the top, there's a spot that says sell. And that will be the link that they go to, okay? And they're going to go and they're going to click on that and they're going to get a CMA. What most people do is they start to write, they're like 123 Main Street, etc., and they'll start to put their address in there. And then when they hit next, it's going to say, please sign in to see your value. Most people freak out and say, I'm not signing in. But that's okay. You still get them as a lead in your KvCORE. But you just don't have their name or phone number, but you have the address. So what you do what's called skip tracing. You take the address, you go to your local, you go to RPR, Realtor Property Resource. It covers the whole United States. You already pay for it as an agent, and you put in the address, and then you're going to know the owner's name and address. Once you have the owner's name and address, you're going to go to, I'm just trying to let this load real quick. You're going to go to True People Search or Family Tree Now, which are two of the easiest places to pull. They're free. I'm going to make it bigger when I get a second when it loads up. And in True People Search and Family Tree Now, when it gets bigger, and right here, there it is. And True People Search and Family Tree Now, you go there, any of these two places, you put in their name and address, and now you have their phone number and email. And then you can call them directly and say, I'm so sorry, Andrew, you started to get a value for your cash offer at 1 and through Main Street. I see my computer messed up. Always blame it on your computer. And say, what are you looking to do? Let's help you out. Why do you want to sell? And then the strips that express offer with Terry and everyone, that they give it to you, at that point, you use those scripts that you already have as express offer agents, and you convert them over to a client, and you get them in the system, and you get your express offer people to start putting offers. And it's that easy to get people pulled. So don't boost through your Facebook. You're not going to get leads that way. You're going to get traffic. Now, as long as you have your pixel set up, you can retarget those people with traffic ads, but otherwise you're not going to get traffic. Okay, so these would be different type, and we don't have time today to go through it. It would take a whole hour in itself to build a correct Facebook ad. Maybe another day we'll show you that, or you can go to other trainings, okay? I was gonna say we're getting into the deeper stuff, which is really, I want to do some basic, but to do like an ad like this is where you're gonna get your leads, guys. Okay, your sellers. This is how you make your money. And you can also do Google pay-per-click, of course. It just depends what you want to get. And Google pay-per-click takes about an hour to build out as well. I know I gave a lot of stuff really fast. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. I don't want to get into too. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I don't mind. I love to share stuff with people, guys. To me, this is fun. Yeah, so think about I'm here too to answer questions. I don't have to leave in 5 minutes if it's okay with Terry. I can stay and answer.
Oh, if you can be here as long as you want. I just stop the recording.
Yeah.